coffee and rain UV break. She watched the rain collect on the edge of the patio table, each drop falling into its own rhythm beyond the wet glass door. Her husband was asleep on the couch, the toe, one sock halfway off. The TV had long gone quiet, just a blue screen glowing, no sound. She didn't want to turn it off somehow. The hum kept the silence at bay. She lit a cigarette, though. She told herself she'd quit. He'd quit for real a year ago. That was after the chest pains, the whole ambulance thing. He was fine now. Or at least the doctor said he was mostly, the word mostly stuck with her more than she let on. In the distance, the neighbor's dog barked, not frantic, just bored. She heard the sound of tires sloshing down the street as someone hit a puddle too fast. She took a drag and listened. The rain was lighter now, just a whisper. He stirred on the couch and mumbled something she couldn't hear. They hadn't talked much today. She made eggs. He said thanks. She asked if he wanted to go to the store with her. He said no. It had been like that for a while now. Maybe once they had straight up fight, but they didn't really laugh either. It was just days adding up. Once, years ago, they drove all the way out to Bellingham just because they felt like seeing water, no plan, no hotel, just a blanket in the back of the car and sandwiches wrapped in wax paper. She remembered how cold the beach was that night, how they drank coffee from a gas station and danced to the radio by the headlights. It was She took the last drag and stubbed it out in a flower pot. It held nothing but dirt now. The phone rang. UV break. He didn't move, just shifted a little. She went inside and picked it up. It was her sister. They talked about their mother. Her sister said she was forgetting more and more, left the oven on, called the dog by her father's name, said strange things about the man next door stealing her newspaper, thought she hadn't subscribed in years. She needs someone, her sister said. They talked for a while. She looked over at her husband again, still asleep, one arm over his eye. Shh. After she hung up, she made coffee. It was too late for it, probably, but the house smelled warmer when coffee was made. She poured 2 cups, set one on the table next to the couch. You asleep? She asked. You be bright. He didn't answer UV break, but then he said mostly UV break. They stayed like that for a while. I talked to my sister. She said about mom. She nodded slowly. How is she? Same worse. You wear break. He rubbed his eyes. You thinking of going up? I don't know. UV break. He sat up then, slowly, the way older people do. He looked at the coffee. He picked it up but didn't drink, just held it near his face. Like the warmth was enough. She used to make me pancakes every Sunday. He said, your mom. She smiled. Yeah, I know. UV break. No one ever made pancakes like that. She burned them half the time. Still UV break. The rain picked up again. He turned toward the sound. It came steady, soaking the patio, running down the glass. He took a sip and made a face. Sorry, UV break. He shook his head. No, it's good. They sat like that for a while, the TV still humming in the background, the rain falling in sheets. Now, do you remember that trip to Bellingham? She asked. He smiled a little. Sure, you tried to cook hot dogs on a candle. I did not. UV break. You did. UV break. They laughed at UV break. It wasn't loud, but it was real. She leaned back and looked out the window. The rain didn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. He finished his coffee. She was still holding her. Let's go somewhere tomorrow. She turned to him where UV break. I don't care. Doesn't matter. She thought about it. Okay, UV break. They sat again in silence, but this one was better, softer, maybe. Outside, the rain kept falling.